unfortunately, we have to go into a little bit of potentially sad news, but I don't want it to be sad, okay? I want it to be a moment where we kind of just talk about these various icons from media. The first icon being Gallagher. Gallagher passed away recently at the age of 76. And it was kind of weird because I mentioned this over at work and to a couple people, and those people didn't even know who Gallagher was. And I was like, man, you're missing out.
How
There's a lot of media out there.
how old
So
were they?
younger. It's a younger crowd.
Of course they were younger.
Yeah.
I know who Gallagher is. Yeah,
If you're over the age of 31, you know who Gallagher is,
Right.
yeah, I know who Gallagher is.
just in general.
So
Yeah,
let's. I'm going to read this article from NBC News, and we can watch a video of Gallagher.
One second. Babe, Gallagher was the guy that smashed watermelons with a hammer. Yeah, she knows who he is, just didn't know his name.
Comedian.
Yeah.
She even knew who he was, but she didn't know who he was.
Comedian Leo Gallagher, who was known simply by his last name and became famous for smashing watermelons with a mallet on stage, died on Friday morning, according to his family. He was 76. Gallagher died from organ failure while in hospice care in his Palm Springs, California home. His son-in-law told NBC News he had been unwell and had multiple heart attacks.
See, I always thought he was gonna get taken out by some kind of like fruit-based accident. But
Born in
Or by
Fort-
a giant hammer from the watermelon people.
Born in Fort Bragg, North Carolina in 1946, Gallagher got his start in the industry as a road manager for musical comic Jim Stafford, Deadline reports. He first appeared on TV on ABC's The Jim Stafford Show, which aired in 1975, according to the outlet. In 1980, Gallagher's comedy stand-up special, An Uncensored Evening, was the first to ever air on cable television, according to his longtime former manager, Craig Marquardo. That's an interesting name, Marquardo. Anyway.
I thought you were going to say Craig was an interesting name.
Oh. He rose to fame from his signature sketch Sledge-O-Matic, where he'd take a large handmade wooden mallet and smash a variety of foods before ending, in the main act, a watermelon. The comedian, who often wore a Tam O'Shanter hat, appeared on many talk shows throughout his career, including David Letterman's NBC and CBS shows, The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, Match Game, The Hollywood Squares, and Howard Stern's TV and radio programs, according to Deadline. On one visit to The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson in 1979, Gallagher took aim at fellow guest and comedian Chevy Chase. Hey, we talked about him before. Who said his routine was pretty much set up by machines, the outlet reported. Of course, Chevy Chase has to talk shit about Gallagher.
Oh, yeah.
Chevy doesn't like it if somebody else gets a laugh, Gallagher said, to which Chase responded, just for the record, I think he's a fine young comedian, and I think he's going a long way. For the record, you don't matter, replied Gallagher. Fucking shot down, dude. Gallagher was the #1 comedian in America for 15 years, with comedy specials airing on Showtime and MTV. In his career spanning decades, Gallagher hosted 14 Showtime specials and around 3,500 live comedy shows, according to his website. The comedian toured America for the majority of his career until the COVID-19 pandemic. In his later years, he starred in a long-running Geico commercial and his first movie, The Book of Daniel. So we're going to watch a quick clip here of Sledge-O-Matic, which was his famous stage performance here.
that's a really young version of Gallagher.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
I didn't even know he died. I didn't even know about this till now.
Let's see what we got happening. Pause. For the first few seconds he was spinning that hat, I thought he was spinning it on his finger like a basketball, and I was extremely impressed.
Well,
Spinning it?
he was using a handle.
Yeah, there's a handle on it.
I
Took
did
me a
not come
minute.
here tonight to make you laugh. I came here to sell you something. I want you to pay particular attention. Because the amazing Master Tool Corporation, a subsidiary of Fly By Night Industries, has entrusted me, to show you the handiest and the dandiest kitchen tool you've ever seen. And don't you want to know how it works? Well, first, you get out an ordinary apple or two, do? You place the apple between patented fans. Then what do, gang? It's simple. You reach for the tool. It is not a slicer. It is not a dicer. It is not a chopper and a hopper. What in the hell could it possibly be?
Oh, the old sledgehammer.
People with plastic sheeting in the front row.
What does it do to let
This is straight up retail for
Who
70s.
wants croutons?
Who wants croutons? People starving in Ethiopia are watching this right now and crying.
Pound cake.
I guess it does. You want that cheeseburger to go?
Oh, not the cheeseburger.
What's with that giant crayon?
I don't know.
I'm wondering.
What's happening?
I'm not sure if that guy brought it himself or if he was trying to steal it.
Oh, he's gonna do toothpaste.
Oh no.
Looking fresh.
AIM toothpaste.
He threw the thing back at him.
That's the same guy who had the fucking crayon. What's going on?
Oh my
fish.
god, the fish. Oh god, that's gonna be gross.
Oh, what was that?
I am rather suspicious that that was not all fish.
Yeah. Here we go.
A confetti-filled fish.
The guy's like, yeah, some cake.
Wine? Anyone want wine? Sledge-o-matic flattens light bulbs for easy storage.
Oh
Oh, that
no.
doesn't sound safe.
That's oh.
Oh,
People were probably getting nervous.
No ordinary tranquilizer can.
Gallagher's like, I'm gonna hit this fucking
It
nuclear
works at the root of
missile.
your problem. You're an animal. And you need to release this aggression. Aggression against this damn video game.
Oh boy.
An Atari.
No, it ain't the game. It's this controller. It's the controller.
can you beat a Nokia phone?
Hey, that was
Honestly, that council seemed to handle that pretty well,
like
honestly.
right, right.
Nintendo 64
Here we go.
Bomb.
Boom! Dang, it's somewhat survived.
Wonder if it still works.
I said,
So that was
Where's the
Gallagher.
watermelon.
I was to say there was no watermelon. We got ripped
I bet-
off.
I want to see him try to take on a Nokia phone.
Right.
Won't happen.
It
would-
cannot be destroyed.
He'll
So,
sit there for
uh,
like
that
2
would- that
hours
would-
just
that would've
hitting
broke
it
his
over and
arms.
over again.
So we've got another life who has ended. An icon, Batman star Kevin Conroy has died.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace.
So I've got a article here. I'm going to read some of. I'm not going to get all of this because it's quite a long article, but
The
you can
only
check it out on
Batman.
the direct, on thedirect.com. Article Batman Kevin Conroy dies. So he is best known for voicing Batman. He died Thursday at the age of 66. After a short battle with cancer, the Peter Mayhew Foundation confirmed on Twitter that Batman voice actor Kevin Conroy passed away. Members of the Batman animated family are reporting that Kevin Conroy has passed away. We had the privilege of attending conventions alongside Kevin over the years and are heartbroken by this news. Diana Pershing, who voiced Poison Ivy in Batman the Animated Series, shared a heartfelt tribute to Conroy on Facebook. Very sad news. Our beloved voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy, died yesterday. He's been ill for a while, but he really put in a lot of time at the cons, to the joy of all of his fans. He will be sorely missed, but not just by the cast of the series, but by his legion of fans all over the world. Below are pictures of Kevin with Lauren Lester, who plays Robin, another with me, and Tara Strong, who is in the later episodes of Batman cartoons. And then finally, one of Kevin and me in front of huge audiences we used to get when we did our panels. Rest in peace, friend. So, an official release from Warner Brothers Discovery. Denny, I don't know if I'm saying that right, sorry, shared his heartfelt thoughts about Conroy. Kevin brought a light with him everywhere, whether in the recording booth, giving it his all, or feeding first responders during 9/11, or making sure every fan who ever waited for him had a moment with their Batman, a hero in every sense of the word, irreplaceable, eternal. And I'll read a couple more here. This one from Mark Hamill, who starred opposite Conroy's Batman as the Joker, said in his tribute that Kevin was perfection. He was one of my favorite people on the planet, and I loved him like a brother. He truly cared for the people around him. His decency shone through everything he did. Every time I saw him or spoke with him, my spirits were elevated.
He is the freaking goat.
So that is the last...
Hold on. Are there any comments on that, about that line that he just gave?
I didn't see.
You can reopen closed tab, you know.
I can look down here.
I'm a little curious myself. If anybody made any snide remarks.
I got it up here. So
I can't read any of that.
The man has literally been the voice of Batman my entire life. Edit, rip Kevin Conroy, my childhood Batman and all-time favorite Dark Knight. Rest in peace to an absolute legend. So yeah, there's all kinds of stuff on here.
I mean, it's all kind words. I was hoping somebody could have posted something rude or snide so we can all go on there and destroy them.
Right?
Here, what a legend.
Don't because I'm still here. You always will be in our hearts and our heads. Yeah, so it's a nice one. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that's kind of wholesome. Let's
really
accept
is.
it. Let's accept it.
It really is.
Wholesome.
I will accept it for being as wholesome as it is. However, I will point out, whenever a celebrity dies, no matter who they are, you always see people hop in and say, oh, they were so wonderful. They were such a good person. You never see that one person say, yeah, that guy was a dick.
No,
right.
I can think of a couple actors when they die that people are going to say they were dicks. Chevy Chase being an
Yeah,
example.
I was going to say Chevy Chase.
Right.
It's going to
For sure.
happen. Or, well, when Bill Murray dies, I wonder if Lucy Liu's going to show up and take a fat dump on his coffin.